Hello everybody, Madzilla here. I was wondering, could I do a WAF crossover? And this video was inspired by Cypress's WAF in D&D. So, I was wondering, could Godzilla work in WAF? And my answer is yes. So, let me explain. So, I think which Godzilla would work in WAF the best is probably GMK Godzilla. But I know you're wondering, why GMK Godzilla? Well, if you read the books or the graphic novels, you understand that there was a Sand-Wing War, and a ton of dragons died, and maybe all of their ghosts embodied into a wrathful creature, wanting to kill all the Sand-Wing Queens who started the war. And here's my storyline of how I think this could happen. So, one day, at Queen Coral's palace, there were 2 Sea-Wing guards on duty, but then they saw something truly massive. Massive dorsal plates and massive white glowing eyes. They were absolutely terrified, and they quickly went to go warn the queen. So they went to Queen Coral, and they explained what they saw. Queen Coral just thought they were just wasting her time. She went out, and then she saw the dorsal plates, and the full body stood up on the water, roaring menacingly. The queen herself was terrified. She ordered her army to attack it. It did nothing. It just annoyed the creature. So its spine started charging up. She did not know what it was doing. Then it released a blue fire of some sort, destroying most of the Sea-Wing palace. And lots of families died, and all of her treasure was destroyed. She had no choice but to evacuate. So, at this timeline, Animus magic, it's no longer a thing. So, this takes place in Arc 4. So Queen Coral went to go tell her daughter, Tsunami. But when she came to the Jade Mountain Academy, Tsunami thought that she was joking. But then Moonwatcher the Nightwing asked Queen Coral what it looked like and what happened. Then she tried to see what actually happened. I don't know if she can do that, but this is just for fun, so I'm just gonna let this be. And she was figured out she was telling the truth. She asked her friend Mighty Claws to draw a picture of the creature, and the whole school was horrified by its appearance. So Sonny immediately asked Starflight if there were any scrolls of this creature. He said no, it's maybe something completely new. Later, Clay was getting worried because the Sea-Wing Kingdom was close to the Mudwing Kingdom, so he thought his family and his friends would die. But he went to go check on him with his friends, but when they got there, it was nothing but rubble and destruction. But most of his family survived, but the Big Wings, Reed, has died. Clay was absolutely devastated. Then, him and the rest of his family buried Reed and made a grave for him. Clay was devastated, but he knew he could not defeat this new creature. So, he went to Moon and asked everything about this new creature, but mostly its weaknesses, because he wants to know how to defeat this creature so he can stop causing more harm to Pyria. So, the Dragonets of Destiny and the Jade Winglet were listening to what Moon had to say. It said that its name was Gojira, and it was an embodiment of rage and all of the dead souls of the Sand-Wing War. But after telling all that information, she passed out. But before she passed out, she said that he's heading toward the Sand-Wing Kingdom. So Sunny, knowing that her mother was there, and that she was now the Sand-Wing Queen, she hurried, and I mean hurried, to the Sand-Wing Kingdom. And by the time she was there, most of the city was destroyed and hundreds of dragons were dead. The Sandwings did try their best. They threw cactus bombs at him, they breathed fire on him, they tried to sting him with the poison, but they got a little sick from radiation when they got close. Sunny was absolutely terrified of what this creature was capable of. And while Godzilla was destroying the city, he noticed the palace that he hadn't destroyed yet. He squinted at it in anger. His spikes were charging up, and that he was getting some weird kind of energy in his mouth. Sunny didn't know what was going on, but he fired some kind of blue ray, and it destroyed the entire palace in one blast, also killing Thorn and most of the dragons in her palace. After what Sunny witnessed, her eyes started to water, seeing most of her own tribe be destroyed by this massive, diabolical lizard. So she goes back to the Jade Mountain Academy, and she cries. Clay wonders what happens, and Godzilla did attack the Sandwing Kingdom, she explained, and she wants to stop and destroy Godzilla, not because she wants revenge or anything, just because she fears what other harm he could do. A few hours later, after she woke up, Moonwatcher had another vision of Godzilla heading to the Jade Mountain Academy. So Tsunami, being the bossy leader that she is, decides to make a plan of how to stop Godzilla. So Tsunami had about 15 plans of how to stop Godzilla and talked to Starflight about them, but he said that it's nearly impossible to do those plans because of how powerful this creature is. But Clay has an idea. He says that Peril could help. Clay knew that Tsunami did not like Peril that much, but Peril knew, too, that she was the only way to help. Absurd, cried out Starflight. She could not kill Godzilla, but maybe when we fought in the ring, maybe she was just toying with the other opponent she fought, said Clay. But out of nowhere, Glory had just arrived with her Rainwing army. I heard what happened. I'm really sorry, she said to Sunny. But we need to stop Godzilla, said Sunny, before he does any more harm. Don't worry, Sunny. We will help you stop Godzilla, said Glory. Well, my entire army and me will use my venom all on Godzilla at the same time. It'll probably be enough poison to kill him. Peril could help too, cried out Clay. Tsunami started bursting out in laughter and said, what's she going to do? Not even cactus bombs can hurt Godzilla. Hey, but it's worth a shot, stammered Clay. I can probably freeze Godzilla's mouth before he shoots his fire ray, said Winter. Clay went on his way to go tell Peril about Godzilla and ask if she can help. He flew all the way to the Sky Kingdom, and she was by the lake where they escaped from Queen Scarlet. Clay? She questioned him. Peril, listen, there's a giant. I already know what it is, she said to Clay. Do you think you could help us defeat it? He asked. I will help you. It's just I will be heading to the Night Kingdom so I can absorb some lava so I can be as hot as I can be to burn that dang lizard to a crisp. Sounds perfect, Clay said. Peril took off into the air, flying straight toward the Night Kingdom so she can absorb lava and be as hot as can be. The next day, Godzilla was just arriving at the Jade Mountain Academy, but Tsunami was flying outside, staring him right in the eye. Godzilla started to grin and walked up to Tsunami, and with 1,000 souls speaking at once, he growled,
Let me put you back together, then take you apart all over again.
Tsunami scoffed. You can speak? She said sarcastically. Godzilla growled out of anger, and he was charging up his heat ray, but then, right before he was going to release it, Winter froze an ice ball in his mouth. Godzilla started choking under his own atomic breath. When he was occupied and was choking and his knees on the ground, the Rainwing army started shooting its venom at his entire body. But when he fell to the ground, he just started chuckling. All the dragons were confused. When he spoke again. You really think this will kill me? But Tsunami did not care. She kept fighting Godzilla, although it did nothing. 4 days passed. But early in the morning, they finally got tired. Then Godzilla started to grin again, and he was about to release his heat ray. But then, out of the sky, came Peril. You couldn't even see her real body anymore. All she was now was only flames. GMK Godzilla let out a guttural roar at Peril. She flew full speed right into Godzilla's chest, causing him to have a burn mark and have cracked a few ribs. But Godzilla just shook it off. But Peril, it made her a little bit dizzy after that attack. Godzilla shot his heat rays directly at Peril. She dodged it just in time, but it did destroy a mountain. The battle between Godzilla and Peril at least lasted 15 minutes. Peril did the attack at least 4 more times, but then Godzilla got sick of it. She was about to do it again, but Godzilla released his heat ray straight into Peril. It did make her sick because of the radiation, but that didn't stop her from fighting. With all the fire left in her that she absorbed from the Nightwing Kingdom, she breathes so much fire, it melted GMK's head off. Shortly afterwards, after that day, Peril had died because of the radiation. So that concludes it. That is my story for Godzilla, how it could work in WOF. But realistically, Godzilla would absolutely obliterate all the dragons in Pyria. But I let Pyria win because A, I want a happy ending, and B, I don't want to make the Wings of Fire fan community mad. But I have a hard time seeing that because they're chill. If this video does well, I probably will do some other crossovers. For example, maybe Diary of a Wimpy Kid and the Cooper family from Young Sheldon, or FNAF in Jurassic Park. So if any Godzilla/WOF fan is watching this, then it's okay. Yes, Godzilla could absolutely work in Wings of Fire. So go ahead, make fan animations, make videos or whatever. I don't really care. I'm just saying that it works, so you can just do whatever you want with it. To the Godzilla fans watching,